Let's check out Duke Nukem 0 Hour. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday for most of y'all. Monday here. Press start. They can adjust the rumble. That's interesting. High res, normal, medium. There's a medium. Call of Duty. Okay, control stick turns left and right, C button moves. Okay, so the control stick to look, C buttons to move, R jump, Z shoot, B action, A plus control stick, switch weapons and items, A plus Z. Okay. Alrighty. How's the volume? Maybe I'll turn sounds down. I can't monitor my audio as well here. Ooh. Slightly loud. Let's go. Thank you for gifting a sub to Crapneck. I appreciate it. Normal. U.S. Special Forces base somewhere on the eastern seaboard, present day.
New York is in trouble, Duke. The alien scum have taken over the areas around Liberty Island. Without immediate intervention, they'll get the whole damn city. Your helicopter is waiting. Go kick some ass.
Look, there's voice acting, but I can't hear it.
Who the hell are you, my evil twin?
I'm you, genius. Only back in time. Now hear me. Aliens have traveled into Earth's past to try and change history. I went back and fought them, but my time machine was destroyed, and I can no longer chase them through time. As a result of their tampering, your timeline will experience temporal disruptions. The military of your future should have time travel technology, but how you get there is your problem. But remember, if you don't go back in time and make things right, Earth's history will forever change, and mankind could be wiped out.
Well, so much for my vacation time.
Whoa, it's third person. I did not expect this. Turn this. Sound effects must be voice audio. I'm gonna turn it up. So what? Duke Nukem has to use a time machine? Is that what it is? training area. Radium test zone. Okay, there's a bunch of different stuff. Radium test zone. Biohazard. Gas mask must be worn at all times. The Flyers fan, thank you for the 9-month resub with Prime Gaming. And Wolf 5 Black, thank you for the hosts. How was your stream? Assault zone. The look sensitivity's definitely better. How do you crouch? Oh, B, I guess the action button. Swimming is solid. Acid burns. You got an insane precision level. Okay. Medical lab. Okay, there's all the things that heal us. Firing range.
Groovy.
Crosshair is not centered. Unless it's RNG where you hit.
Kids, remember I'm a professional. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, that might be it. It's just RNG aiming. I beat fishing. Okay. It was beaten the same day we started it.
It ain't no bike, but it sure beats the hell out of walking.
Chad, have any of y'all ever, Oh, I see what's happening.
Beach, mouse.
Wolf 5 Black, thank you for...
Beach, mouse.
Oh, that's a new weird alert. Let's see. So she's got alerts playing through the headphones. How did she change that?
Hello. Time for Alabama Beach Mouse. Wolf 5 Bab. Mouse. Beach. Mouse. Beach mouse. Beach. Mouse. Beach mouse. Beach. Mouse. Beach mouse.
Yeah, somebody was saying I could set up a separate Windows profile and everything would be separate. Maybe that would be worth doing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hello. Time for Alabama Beach Mouse. Wolf 5 Bab. Mouse.
Okay, now I can hear alerts.
Beach.
Get
mouse.
scanned. Okay. Mill Zombie, thank you for the 6-month resub.
Started at Hello, now we hear.
The heck? Oh shoot. That gun.
Won't budge. I'm sorry, did I break your concentration?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best solution is just get my desktop here. It would probably suck. But... there fall damage in this game?
Duke, the alien defenses around the statue are too strong. You won't be able to get close unless you can find a way in underground.
Whoa, mama. Damn, I'm good.
Poor Gemini. Well, so far this is monumentally easier. Like level 1, if you remember, level 1 of Duke Nukem 64 was not easy. Walk this way. Oh shoot, you're a bad guy. Oh my god, his head came off. The heck was that, man?
You've got to do better than that. Let's rock.
And the frame rate is like... Oh, that's right. We turned on high res mode. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Oh, well. Too late to try to change it. Stop police roadblock. Chat, put a stop to that police roadblock.
Let's rock.
Family jewels. Free pearl necklace. Oh.
Fudge.
So funny. Don't do that. Bollock Alien Hunter. Yeah, we'll try the lower resolution. I gotta finish this level, I guess, so I can save. Looks like you can go up there. What the heck? Closed due to alien invasion. Fair enough. We are in New York City. Oh, this is open now. You leaving? Okay. You didn't wave. You just made that up because you thought it would be a funny chat message. Yeah. Now we can play naughty video games like Duke Nukem 0 Hour. What is this? This shotgun? Exotic cakes. Oh, erotic cakes. It's less than suggestive, it's just full on. Popular girl. Eager beaver. I can't really read the rest. Trucking. Grocery. Oh, this game. Oh, wow. That's... Alright, this is an innocent enough sign. That's pretty normal.
Stuck. Blow it out your ass.
Yeah, I don't think it's funny to joke about that. They could have rabies. It's very dangerous. Don't mess around with rabies. Yeah, Megadeth worked with Duke Nukem, I know. But I don't know the full extent. Dave Mustaine. They did an interview with him on SiriusXM. Okay. Babes! How do I rescue you?
Duke, I knew you'd come.
Oh, apparently I did. How do I, how do you rescue the babe? I did it on accident.
At 8?
Oh, it's just delayed, okay.
Won't budge.
Megadeth? They're not even that bad. Unless it was like heavy metal bad, then I guess okay.
Cool. Oh, it's stuck.
I was taught growing up that heavy metal bad. Duke Burger. What are you doing in here, buddy? Get out there and fight.
Well, it looks like the crap has hit the fan.
The aliens have a base in the Statue of Liberty, but we can't get anywhere near it.
Looks like I'm gonna have to show you how it's done.
There's a way to the statue from the subway, but you gotta cut the power
Hello,
to the gate.
Shoujo. You tuned in. This
More
game.
forces will join you outside the parking lot.
Very interesting game. Oh no. How you feeling, Shoujo? Oh shoot!
Gonna hurt come winter.
I didn't realize I was dying. Oh. My options were continue game or restart level. Both of them restarted the level. Why is there an option for restart level? Let's put on normal graphics. Maybe it runs better.
Hail to the king, baby.
Dear God, it looks trash.
New York is in trouble, Duke. The alien scum have taken over the areas around Liberty Island. Without immediate intervention, they'll get the whole damn city. Your helicopter is waiting. Go kick some ass.
Looking good, pal.
Who the hell are you?
I mean, I'd rather have good frame rate. We'll see if it runs better.
Genius, only back in time. Now hear me. Aliens have traveled into Earth's past to try and change history. I went back and fought them, but my time
Guess you
machine
can't
was
skip
destroyed,
this.
and I can no longer chase them through time. As a result of their tampering, your timeline will experience temporal disruptions. The military of your future should have time travel technology, but how you get there is your problem. But remember, if you don't go back in time and make things right, Earth's history will forever change. And mankind
It doesn't
could
look
be wiped
awful.
out.
It's just, it did look pretty nice
Well, so
before.
much for my vacation time.
This doesn't look horrible. Wow, it does seem better. There was like a mid graphics, but I don't know. We'll just play like this.
But it sure beats the hell out of walking.
I mean, I'd much rather have stable frame rate. Yeah, this is like, it's noticeably worse graphics, but like, no, I'd say this is at least 20.
Kids, remember I'm a professional. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, the dual joystick definitely, it definitely took the shooter genre, both first and third person, to the next level. I mean, keyboard and mouse is still king, obviously, but most people don't. Nowadays you do, but back then most people didn't have a PC able to even run Doom.
Duke, the alien defenses around the statue are too strong.
Like, you can at least get
close
close
unless you can find a
to
way in underground.
keyboard mouse performance with dual joystick and aim assist.
You're looking a little green. You're looking a little green. Groovy.
Keyboard and mouse gives you like, that's the highest skill ceiling, I guess, because you can like instantly aim anywhere. But it's also hardest, I guess. Like, I really suck on keyboard and mouse compared to a controller. I guess you could lower your mouse's DPI and that would have a similar effect. I don't know. Yep, that's what I'm doing, Zaza Kool-Aid. I will say I'm enjoying this already way better than Duke Nukem 64. Like... It's only level 1, although I'm annoyed that... I'm annoyed that that just happened. Also, chat. How would you feel about the sanctity of the N64 challenge, whatever, if I played, not like co-op, like, I guess taking turns on DDR with Delta? I don't know. I don't even think you can beat that game. But I can't play that game for 4 hours. Well, if she's carrying the... Like, if I suck and she's gaming, then I wouldn't count it. But, like, if we're both gaming, you know. Oh yeah, there's DDR on the N64. Fun fact, I bought that from a US seller. They said they never used it, so I don't know if wherever they got it in Japan, if it was ever used. The box is in extremely good shape though. Like if you know anything about retro collecting and cardboard, is no matter how good of shape they tried to keep it in, cardboard just degrades very easily. So it's in extremely good shape. I believe it hasn't been used.
Blow it out your ass.
What will YouTube say? They mostly won't care because it's a Japanese title, although it's DDR and Disney.
Is that all you got?
No, I looked into it. I don't think the songs are actually Disney's. I don't know why it's Disney. I think it's just a bunch of random J-pop songs. Like I looked into that one because I'm worried about DMCA, but I don't... It didn't seem like there's any songs, like, Under the Sea, like, or anything. It just... I don't know, it just seems like J-pop stuff. Of course, I want to dance to Under the Sea. That would be so fun. Although it would be like 1990 something. I guess Little Mermaid was around. They probably wouldn't have Mulan. Was Mulan before the 90s? Let's get down to business. To defeat the fun. Hello? Why didn't you open? It does have Disney music. God, I almost did it again! Yeah, I only looked into it briefly, so... But... we might be playing that Friday. I don't want to make her feel like she has to. I just suggested it. Because she has Friday off work. She said she wanted to play it. Yes, chat is under the same rules, even if I'm playing Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, I'm a little more lenient. I honestly don't even care that much these days. I don't know. It's mostly TTS that I'm worried about. I guess I should take the family-friendly tag off. Oh, I don't even have it on. I think I haven't had that on for a while. Yeah, DDR is not able to be selected randomly.
Oh, yeah.
Erotic cakes. Zaza Kool-Aid, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Now you can post links without me.
Budge.
Popular... Oh wait, we've already seen all this. I mean, the Delta's family doesn't swear a lot. I think they all individually do, but when they're together, they don't. If that, like... I'm sure some of you guys swear like crazy, but then when you're around your family, you don't. That's really the only casual Australian interaction I've had so far, other than people working, but people at work don't typically. And I guess it would depend where I was at. Maybe if I was like at a bar, the workers would be more casual. Like a tattoo parlor. No, my mom and dad probably wouldn't have let me play this. I played Doom when I was like they don't care about the guns and stuff, but they would care about all the other stuff like this area. Is this a
Play.
pure N64 game, or is
I knew
this
you'd come.
is this also on the PC? You know what I mean? N64 only, really. Oh, what is that?
Detachable lid.
But yeah, we might be playing DDR Friday. We'll see.
Well, it looks like the crab
Even
hit
if we
the
don't
fan.
finish this game by
Aliens have a
then.
base in the Statue of
You know what I
Liberty,
mean?
But we can't get anywhere near it.
But I don't want her to
have to
feel
show
like
you
she
how
has
it's
to
done.
play. I suggested it last
There's a
night.
way
I'll
to
see if
detach
she
you from
wants
the
to.
subway, but you gotta cut the power to the gate. Take this
But
code
she did
card to the
wanna-
electrical
she did-
substation. More
she-
forces will
she
join you
wants
outside
to-
the parking lot.
Do something on stream. This game is 5 hours to beat. Well, considering it's been 45 minutes and I'm still on level 1. Alright, this guy. This gas mask isn't helping.
Pork, the other dead meat.
I watched a video yesterday. I don't know if any of y'all watch Moist Critical.
Who wants some?
Anybody remember as a kid, like, if you're around, like you grew up as a kid in the 90s, did you hear rumors about, like, there was a Pokemon episode that got everybody sick and they had to go to the hospital? And like, I don't know, to me, when I was growing up, that was like an urban legend. Like, I guess it happened in Japan. How do I use this? Alright. Oh, it didn't help because I didn't put the gas mask on, actually. Whoops. Yeah, he like talked about what actually happened, and there were people, maybe like a few hundred people that did experience issues, but then in the days after the episode aired, like, there was like over 10,000 people. And apparently it's like a modern case of mass hysteria. Because like, you'd go to school and hear about this scary episode, and then it came on TV or whatever, and then you'd experience all the symptoms that people said was happening. And it was because you heard about it, you know? It's very interesting. But, apparently that almost caused Pokemon to, like, end. Like, they stopped showing the show for, like, 5 months. And this was, like, Pokemon wasn't a big thing back then. Like, it was trying to become a big thing. And it definitely... I don't know, it's very interesting. If they didn't recover however they did properly, there probably wouldn't be Pokemon today. And, I don't know if y'all had this growing up, like, if you grew up around religion, you probably heard that, like, Pokemon is dangerous and evil and you shouldn't take part in it. Like, I feel like that episode is a big contributor to why that was so widespread. You know what I mean? Like, because you heard on the news that kids watched Pokemon and it caused the... Whoa, is this for me or against me?
Go for it, Duke!
I don't know. Yeah, it was, but people who experience epileptic symptoms over flashing lights, it's a very small portion of the population. Like, the extreme majority of people see that and would be fine. Maybe you'd be like, oh, that was uncomfortable, but it was like way more people were reporting symptoms than what should actually be, because kids went to school and heard, did you hear about the Pokemon episode? Got everybody sick, blah blah, and then they created that they were experiencing the same symptoms by, like, kind of like a placebo effect type thing. Like, there were genuinely people who got sick, because there's people who...
Cool.
That's why they don't do flashing lights these days, but... You know what I mean? Like, it probably happened a lot recently with COVID. Like, if you got sick, you'd be like, oh my god, I think I have COVID, because you'd read about the symptoms and then you'd be creating that, yes, I'm feeling that too, but you may just have the common cold, you know? Because it's like, you feel fearful, you're scared of it, you've been told it's, you know? So it's like a modern case. It's a case of mass hysteria. It's really interesting if you go read about the episode. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, my side hurts, and you go on WebMD and it's like, that is a symptom of cancer. Like, oh no. No, wait, don't go read until the stream ends. Anyway. It was just very interesting, because I'd forgotten that episode even... I just remember hearing about that episode. It was like an urban legend to me, like... Kind of like the Mew under the truck thing. Like, did you hear about the evil Pokemon episode? Like, it was probably like some schoolyard tale that just went around the neighborhood. Like, because when that would have aired, I would have been 5 years old. Can I get in here? No, it didn't air in North America. If it did, it was a edited episode. Whoa. Find a way to approach the Statue of Liberty. Locate electrical substation and deactivate power to subway station. I didn't know I could do that. The Wizard of Oz rumor. I haven't looked into that one to see if that was real or not. That one's kind of dark though, maybe not a good stream discussion. I wonder if kids still do that with the internet around. Gaming legends popping up. Because you could just go Google it and find out it's a load of garbage. Your friend can't make up some nonsense and then... I guess a child wouldn't know how to use Google as well as me. But I don't know. Oh shoot. Yeah, I guess if you're a kid, you probably wouldn't get good at Google until you had to do it for a research project. That's how I learned about search engines. I had to do a research project on cloning.
Come get some.
This is a secret area? You can just see it. I learned about Dolly the sheep. It is very dark, I agree. That sucked.
Ah, that's better.
Dude, this level's so long, and if I really no concept of a checkpoint. I'm actually gonna rage if I die. What are you doing?
You seem happy, dude. Your whole demeanor changed when you got to Australia. You're glowing. Happy to see you happy. 27 weeks.
Oh, I'm glowing because of the radiation experiments. I mean, wait, what? What the show? Thank you for the 27-month resub. 27 in a row. Chad, I watched some very interesting stuff. I got clickbaited, but it was good clickbait because it was a good video about
Come get some.
first it was about the Apollo 13 mission.
Gonna need to power this bad boy down.
I never really like looked into that. Everybody knows Houston, we have a problem, but It's pretty wild. It's actually that film The Martian that we just watched. I feel like they just took a lot of what happened on Apollo 13 and applied it to the movie.
Access to the subway system.
Except Apollo 13 was real. But then, maybe if some of y'all are older, like born in the 80s or maybe even early 80s, you might know this. There was this guy in England who, he worked for this bank that had been around since the 1700s as a stock trader. And he, like, committed, like, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of financial fraud and, like, took down the bank single-handedly. And it's pretty wild. He was like trading in Singapore. He was like all over the news as the most wanted man in the world back in the 90s. I forget his name already. Because I know the name Bernie Madoff, but I'd never heard of this guy. Well, he was in the UK, so maybe it wasn't a global thing. Hello, N. White. I guess all the Europeans are asleep right now. Yeah, Nick Leeson, that's the guy. He, like, was pretending that he's making all these profits in Singapore. But honestly, learning about the story, it seems like the bank management is at fault. And that's what the guy said. He was like his managers are idiots because the only reason it worked is they kept providing him money without properly checking that he was really making all this money. Like, he'd just be like, hey, can I get 50 million pounds? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. Yeah, like, he's a bad guy, but, like, it seemed like it just could have been so preventable that they even had, like, auditors come to check, and I guess the auditors... But they were saying, like, there's a theory that management told the auditors to not investigate properly because he's making all this money. Why? Don't fix... What is it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Can you have $50 million? Well, can you show me evidence of profit from something or other? Yeah, it was just wild that nobody knew, like, not even his wife or anything. Yeah, I've heard about Enron. I've never... Maybe there's a good video about explaining Enron. Because I know that, but I don't know anything about it. Dude, this shotgun is trash. But it made a very good point that there's so many people that are not smart, but are very confident in finance. And that reigns supreme.
Won't budge.
So if you are very charismatic and talk like you know what you're doing, what is hitting me? This? Dude, that crack in the wall tells me secret, but I don't want to die. I think I have a grenade launcher, but... I read about that guy who sent all the fake invoices to the big companies. I say good for him. I think he ended up getting in trouble, but... I mean, I'm sure that's why people know about him, because he got found out in the end. He sold the Eiffel Tower twice. Like, oh, that worked pretty well. I should try that again. There's that one company who sells you stars. Is that still a thing? I think that's actually such a good, I'm very lost, by the way. I don't know where I'm going. I think that's a very good parallel to NFTs. Yeah, I'm liking this one much more, although I'm still incredibly lost. I was in the subway station, maybe I just didn't look hard enough. I don't like the high, I had the high res mode on and it looked pretty good, but it was so laggy. So now I'm on normal graphics and it's not laggy, but it looks kind of bad. So they didn't do a good job optimizing the graphics, I guess. I got lost in Duke Nukem 64 as well, so this just not any different. No, not here. First Harry Potter book. I read the first 2 books, but I don't know. I wasn't a Harry Potter kid. Do I like this more than Bass Hunter? Yes. How's it going? It's going alright. Medusa T, thank you for the 9-month resub. I appreciate it. Johnny, thank you for gifting a sub to Greg. I appreciate it. Other author auditor, thank you for the 5-month resub, 5 in a row. I appreciate it. Okay, here's the subway station. Underground access time. I'm looking forward to games that I haven't played nor seen since I was a kid. So, like, I was really looking forward to Silicon Valley and Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. I guess now I'm looking forward to,
Going down.
Can I blow this up? The cruising games.
Should have brought a wrench.
I haven't really seen this since I was a kid. I like those games though.
Big out.
Mine Mark, thank you for the 69 dudes.
Groovy.
I appreciate it.
Dabdaco. Dabdaco.
Ziltama, thank you for 102 bits. Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Taco Club. Daco?
Hugh Eggs, thank you for the Prime Gaming
Taco?
sub, and Brent Tacos, thank you for 100 bits. Alright. You guys started a hype train. I really need water though, so be right back. Sailor, thank you for gifting a sub to Tyga, and Reese Lee, thank you for 10 bits. Or 11, yeah, 10 bits.
In your service, lady.
Dr. Izuki, thank you for 721 bits. I would never buy Fiji water. I guess maybe if I was like super thirsty. There's no other option, but it's a very interesting thing, actually. In the US, I feel like there's a very strong, big consensus of like, don't drink the tap water. Oh. But I feel that's not a thing here.
That all you got.
Shoot. No, I'm not 100%ing this. We're just beating it.
Hail to the king, baby. Oh. Oh.
Well, yeah, there's places where you genuinely should not drink the tap water, but I feel like growing up, bottled water wasn't a big thing. Like, you could get a bottle of water at like a gas station or something, but I don't remember seeing it at the store, you know? Like, mass bottled water. I don't think I've seen bottled water here at the shops, other than like single bottles, like this thing. Not all bottled water is tap water. I think if you get spring water, they're required to not be tapped if it's labeled spring water, but that could be not true as well. Water in a can? Yeah, that's gross. I think you can still get that. The Sam's Choice or whatever. I think Sam's Choice is the lowest tier of water. Like, it's somehow worse than any... How do you make water taste not good? This is very different too. You can still pee in the toilet. This is very different from Duke Nukem 64. It feels much easier. Like, I'm still getting lost though, which... Of course you pee in a toilet. I mean, you could pee like just in the floor if you wanted. You could do it literally anywhere as long as you can fit. You could do it in your
Deal
pants.
I don't need. I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
No, that's the Tomb Raider game. I used to do that. I never actually played the game. I would just stay at the like starting area and get the butler trapped in the freezer. The babe.
Save me, please.
Oh my god, he's punching me. Heck, man. Yeah, Duke Nukem 64 predates this game. It was just a direct port to the PC. Duke Nukem 3D. I don't know what that did. Oh shoot.
Okay.
Yo, nice health. The babe.
Save me, save me.
Oh, do you get healed from saving babe? Well, that's good. There was literally no point to it in the other one. Oh yeah, Duke Nukem 64 didn't have any music. I forgot about that.
Come get some.
What the heck was that, man? Oh my god. Ah, come on. It like sucked me in.
Oh. Just a flesh wound.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Alright, I gotta do this.
Fresh hardware.
Johan Gauss, thank you for the 14-month resub. Yo. What up, playa? Has Aura left for GDQ yet? Anybody know? Any knowers in the chat?
Oh, does it hurt?
This game has multiplayer? Are you thinking of Duke Nukem 64?
The other dead meat.
Shoot.
Bacon.
I mean, I don't know. This might have multiplayer. I didn't see an option for it in the main menu. Duke Nukem 64 is a first-person game.
Come on, bleed for me.
Yeah, I didn't know if Aura was going... the Mario Maker race is at the end. It's actually like... basically the last thing. Some Elden Ring thing. Resident Sleeper.
Groovy.
No, this is the only Duke Nukem. Matey. Babe.
What a hero!
Hey, get far away from the thing. It does say danger, stand clear, to be fair. Oh. Would like to have that. Nice. So is armor... I guess armor is just always equipped. Wait, they're making a Duke Nukem movie? Tested under the elevator? No, I don't think I will. Oh! Shoot. Yeah, Duke Nukem 64 has multiplayer. You can actually play co-op in that, I believe. That would probably make the game a lot easier. Oh, this is this area. God, I hope I don't. God, I hope I don't die. A babe! Oh, yes.
How can I ever repay you?
I don't know which way is which. What are you doing here?
Your asses.
John Cena's playing Duke Nukem.
Blow it out your ass.
It reminded me of the episode of BoJack Horseman where he gets the role as Secretariat, and that guy walks in. He's like, "All right, I need you to, you know, act like confused and sad, and just say, 'What are you doing here?'" And he kept going like, "What are you doing here?"
Hell. Groovy.
Oh shoot.
Ew, what a mess. Fresh hardware.
No, I'm not going to GDQ. I wish I were, but... wasn't happening this time. Okay, we do not want to fall. Hello? There was a hole there? Did the floor fall out from under me there? I feel like I was paying attention to make sure. God.
Cool.
There is an Australian speed event. I don't know what it's called. Okay, good. I thought I would have to, like, be swimming underwater again. Oh. Pumping station key required. Oh, right. Use pumping station to flood access tunnel. This is where I came from. I don't want to explore underwater because I only have so much scuba gear. Please just find this like very quickly. Where? Swimming physics in this are pretty decent. I don't think I can get up here. Adelaide. How do I even get out of here? I'm gonna die, I bet. I'm very angry. Where is the exit? Oh, rip scuba gear. I guess it's going to use my HP, so it's not the end of the world. No, I doubt I'm soft lock. I think this is where I have to go. Just worried about dying. Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, piece of cake. To the king, baby.
There we go. Yeah, that's annoying in Ocarina of Time, switching the boots back and forth. Where? Where? No slots. Kate Sith has a limit break called slots. And it has an extremely low chance to one-hit kill anything, including any boss. However, you can manipulate it to always get the one-hit kill result. And it's the fastest way to beat FF7. However, it's kind of boring because you just one-hit everything. You got your tantrum stuff? Nice. I don't understand. Why can't I get out of this place? I got out of here before, didn't I? Yeah. It was explained to me how you manipulate it, but I forgot. But it's not hard to do once you know. And you just one-hit kill every boss in the game. There's very little strategy. I don't know where this thing that's shooting me is either. What the heck, man? Yeah, you can manipulate Tifa's limit. Hers is not that OP though. But it's not the same with Kate Sith's. Kate Sith's is supposed to be rigged to not give you the one-hit kill other than... I forget how it works. Can't get that health back. I can try. I don't really want to fall down though. I still have this. Nice.
Time to pig out.
I can't remember how they manipulate that. It wasn't, when it was explained, the way to do it wasn't obvious. But like, it abuses, the way it forces you to not be able to get it other than the rare time is what gets abused to make it happen every time. I can't remember though. Kick the can, thank you for 101 bits. I appreciate it. Service elevator pass required. Yeah, the underwater materia has no cap on how much AP you could give it, so you could get Barret to just overflow and kill everything.
I ain't got time to bleed.
This is a different one.
You. I ain't got time to bleed. Hail to the king, baby. Kids, remember I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. just a flesh wound.
Now there's quite a few mature rated games on the 64. It's not.
Save me! Save me!
Yeah, so far this is less dumb, although there's 0 checkpoints, and I'm been in this mission for ages now. There's going to be a Ragakeet. Unless I win, then I don't know why I would Ragakeet if I win. The heck was that?
Fresh hardware.
Did I just like get trolled? Is that what that was? Just picked the wrong elevator? So dumb.
I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Temporal mess.
Yes. Nice rating. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. Be right back. Our stream never. Back-to-back 12-hour streams? I mean, I could see that being possible. Alright, here we go again. Yeah, let's go. That's how that part's possible. You gotta abuse the, Oh, dude, that level's so cool. So cool. Finally. Okay, we made it to the subworld.
Hey man, I really love your content.
We made it out of the
Putting
subworld.
So much into it.
We beat the level! What the heck? Let's go! Yes! Let's go! That didn't take long. Nice! Nice.
Easy.
What is this? Are you kidding me? Doctor of Law. And also an Esquire. And yes, I believe the US gambling age is 21. But I have not said anything about the establishments I visit, and also what types of payouts they have. There is a arcade in Florida that I... All right. We're just gonna stream Conkers. I'm not gonna suddenly turn into a vulgar person just because I'm playing it. It's just the game.
Damn you all.
But it's so cold here. Why is Australia cold?
Duke, find a signal
What? I
station
lost
and
all my
power it up
weapons.
so our copter can find you.
Perfect for home defense.
I don't care if it's winter.
Hope you're enjoying your trip. What 1064 game are you hoping for next?
Won't budge.
Florida's warm in the
And I
winter.
thought Brooklyn was bad.
Are we a different Duke Nukem now? Dubelgano, thank you for the 5-month resub 5 in a row. I'm currently looking forward to Cruisin' USA. Oh my.
Blow it out your ass.
Yeah, Resident Evil. Actually, I watched the video. I watched a lot of videos this weekend, apparently. I watched a video about the Resident Evil 2 port. How they ported it to the N64.
Oh, it's stuck.
It's pretty wild. I think the coolest part of it is the music. There's almost zero difference between the N64 and PlayStation music.
Won't budge.
But they didn't port the music, they had to redo it, and there was this special tool they used. The voice acting is much worse than N64. The cutscenes are as well, but like,
What a mess.
unless you're watching it side by side, you don't really notice. I don't know. But I was very impressed with how the music sounded.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Babe.
Ooh, how can I ever repay you?
I think this is where I spawned. Delta? It's so dark. I guess it wants me to use this shotgun.
Whoa, mama.
Matey blaster.
Perfect for home defense. Let's rock. Fresh hardware.
Oh, Duke, I knew you'd come.
Let's rock.
I thought it died.
The other dead meat. Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, it's distorting the camera.
Get some. fresh hardware.
Ow. Duke is a famous hero. I guess we're going to be playing as Duke in a bunch of different timelines or something.
Ah, that's better.
Good God.
Duke Nukem, quantum
That's a
mechanic.
babe. The heck, save the babe. Oh, this is for sure an 11 out of 10. Best game I've ever played.
Big nuts roasting as I open fire. Oh. Is that all you got? Cool.
So I just gotta locate these parts. I don't... Just kind of running around aimlessly. Anybody know what the time machine parts are for? Is that required to beat the game? Like, maybe it's like a true ending. Secret level. Well, we already missed one, so... You think they're for a time machine? Well, I know that's not true. It's just ridiculous.
Piece of cake.
There was music. This level doesn't have any for some reason. Yeah, I'm pretty sore. Not anything crazy, but I didn't go like super hard, you know, so. God, I'm just like going in circles, man.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, like Brian. Maybe back in here?
Piece of cake.
Oh, yeah.
Zaza Kool-Aid,
Oh,
thank you for
Duke,
gifting a sub
I
to
knew
like
you'd
Brian.
come.
I appreciate it.
Oh, it's stuck.
More than you've beaten in your whole life. I mean, probably me too, before this challenge. Any GDQ watchers in the chat? Anybody hyped for GDQ?
Oh, it's stuck.
Yeah, the Mario Maker is going to be exciting. Oh shoot. I'm so lost.
Yeah, must be a garbage strike. Hail to the king, baby.
I think this stuff will damage me.
Oh.
It can take quite a while. I have to, like, go through all the VODs to find all the relevant footage.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
I don't know how long it takes for Crawl to edit it all together. I think it takes quite a while, but for me to write everything takes a while. Yeah.
My place at 8?
I don't want to save babes. I want to beat the level. Yeah, I don't use walkthroughs. Kind of defeats the point.
Much better. Who's next? Come on, bleed for me.
Oh, Duke, I knew you'd come.
Touch me again, and I'll kill you. Oh boy, it's clobbering time. Bit short on pork-belly futures.
It's a lot different than the other one. Very, very different. I think this might be the end of the level. Great.
Hail to the king, baby. Ah, much better.
Go away! This level's just massive. Okay, we got one. One more. That could have been bad. Whittle Nugget, thank you for the 11-month resub. I appreciate it. Army of Darkness. I don't understand these buttons.
It's stuck.
So I think that satellite I found is the end of the level. So I need one more power cell or whatever. Am I having fun? It's not bad. I'm just constantly lost. Yes.
Groovy. Piece of cake.
Are you not dead?
God.
No. If the game's open world, then usually it better be fun to be
Kids,
lost,
remember, I'm
but
a professional.
I don't know if
try
it's a
this at
shooter.
home.
I don't like this area.
Stay frosty, man.
My place at 8?
Cool. Groovy.
The Elmo games, they were awesome.
Ooh, how can I ever repay you?
I Prevail? I'm not too familiar with them. I mean, I think I found the end of the level. Or maybe not the end, just where my objective is to make contact with HQ. But I need another power cell, I believe. I don't know where to get that. Yeah, the hydrant gives you health. This is this area. I haven't been able to listen to metal lately. I listen in my car while driving.
Oh, it's stuck.
And I don't have my car. I don't really drive here either. Shoot. I've already been in here, haven't I?
Oh, yeah.
Hope you're having a great time in Australia.
Professor Labs, thank you for the 5-month resub. I am. Yeah, this is the end of the level, I believe. Wizard rap. Can I do this without fall damage? Okay, good. See any concerts? We went to see Eskimo Joe because Delta was very excited to see them. And I doubt there's any music coming here that I'm thrilled about. Like if a band comes to Australia, they're probably not coming to Perth. Favorite album? Maybe Beartooth's first album, or All That Remains is, The Fall of Ideals. I like both of those very well. What city would be the equivalent of Perth? I don't think there is one. Perth is like the most isolated big city in the world. The Amity Affliction? Yeah, I don't listen to any of those bands. Like, I've already been here too, man. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, I guess maybe Juneau could be similar to Perth. Like, who knows if the last machine part is back there somewhere or in this area. I don't even know how to find that place. I don't know how to find the train station. Chad, I'm wondering about... So there's a place I can go that's 3 minutes away and get food. I don't know. I wonder if... I wonder how long a 3-minute drive is on a bike, like bicycle. I feel like I could achieve that during my, like, food break of the stream, you know? I did check Google Maps. It doesn't have bike data available. I said it was a 19-minute walk. There's no way it's a 15-minute bike ride. Oh, this is this. .7 kilometers. I mean, it has a walk option. I just clicked it and it said walk data not available. What kind of food? Oh, there's a bunch. I don't want this equipped. There was like this local market thingy, and they had very good teriyaki chicken and fried rice for $9. $9 Australian. If I die, I'm gonna be so unbelievably mad. Oh, is that it floating there? What is that? What the? Okay, that's glitchy. Oh. New stuff. The gym we went to was really nice. It's very small, but they essentially have one of everything. And then there's like 5 treadmills and 5 ellipticals. So like as long as it's not crowded, it's a pretty sick gym, I think. In-N-Out? There actually was an In-N-Out this weekend, I think. I don't know if that's the part. No, it's just ammo. I saw penguins when we went to the wildlife park. Oh, I landed on this pipe. Is this cheese? I saw penguins at the wildlife park. I don't think you would see... Actually, there is an island, I think. If you go to it, you would find wild penguins. Might be rot nest. Yes. Cutscene. Progress. I've already been there, game, but thank you for the tip. Yeah, there's penguins in Australia. I don't know if... I don't think that's commonly known. I definitely didn't expect it. This is level 3. There's just a spider that made a web on the door. Like a screen door. I'm not happy about it. But... it's not that... it's not... it's like the size of a quarter or something. Spiders do... I don't like any bugs. And spiders kill bugs, so it's like... just... don't get near me. Now I just gotta remember how to get back to that spot. And I could drive to that place. I get so uncomfortable, like... I'm pretty decent at driving here now, but places like an intersection... like, let's say... remember, I'm in the left lane. Let's say I'm turning right, so I have to cross over traffic. You know, like, cross the lane. I get nervous, like... am I supposed to go now, or do I wait for them, or I don't know, like, it feels weird. No, I hope I never see a huntsman. Delta sent me pictures of them, though, so I feel like it's gonna happen. I don't know what I'll do. There was one in the garage in her old house. I would genuinely probably get in a car crash if there was one in the car. I don't know what would happen. It would be bad.
Let's see if I can light this thing up.
Duke, are we glad to hear from you? Somehow the aliens have altered history.
They won't
and
hurt
triggered
you. They're
Armageddon.
just bigger than your
Our time
hand.
displacement shields have kept us safe for now, but the aliens are everywhere. Hang on, we'll pick you up in just a minute.
No, I haven't seen any snakes.
Mm-hmm. Coming, Duke.
No, the helicopter.
Damn it, what have these guys got against my rides? Looks like I'm walking.
Yes. Whew, god, it's so cold. I got all the babes.
Come on, Ace. Let's find the base.
Dude, it's so cold. Why is it so cold, man? It says it's 16, which, what is that? Probably like 50 something? It shouldn't feel this cold. Is that even hitting? No wonder. I'm just gonna die. They do have heaters. She has a heater in the living room, but...
Hail to the king, baby.
I don't know, it takes electricity. You gotta pay for it.
Oh.
How are you not dead? Ow! Things suck.
Oh, yeah.
In Bodhi, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. I appreciate it.
That's better. Whoa, mama. Who wants some?
Knuckle push-ups.
Fresh hardware.
Reach military base. Want that. Probably supposed to lower this somehow. Come on. Yes! Get
Let's
cheese!
rock.
Hello Gaming Totem, I'm doing well. How are you? Fat Ghetto Man, enjoy your taco. Chillin'. No. Oh, hello, babe.
Ooh, how can I ever repay you?
Say goodnight to the bad guy.
No. Why?
Ah, that's better.
Oh, would restart level take me to the beginning of this Duke Nukem guy? To the last level, essentially? I could just load my game, though, couldn't I?
A new one.
Getting lit up.
Ah, much better.
It's quite different from the other one.
Oh boy, it's clobbering
It's much
time.
more fair.
Groovy.
Save me! Save me!
Oh, yeah.
Oh. 'Cause. 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 'Cause
Die Man, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. I appreciate it. Am I going to see Minions Rise of the Guru? Yes. Going to the midnight premiere.
Better than that.
Can't get up there. Which minion am I dressing up as? The one from all the Facebook memes. Oh, hey, I completed an objective.
That's the kind of tail I don't need.
This game is a big poopy. God, man. I am going to take a quick break. Be right back. Back in the day, it had slot machines and you got tickets to buy like toys and stuff. And why is he barking? That was a really high 56.
Hey, just got off work. This looks extremely hard. Good luck. Thab loves you and bless.
One second. I think I had a 36 door there last time. Oh, I thought I was dead. Please. Yay, no timeout. I wish you could pick some... I bet it... Oh, this is a 10 seconds! Toadette's gonna win! I gotta hurry! Yes! Oh my god, I'm glad I looked at the timer. Oh my...
I'm done for.
Oh my god, that was amazing. And the People's Castle. Am I cheesing? Let's go! You are not serious. What is this? Who is this guy? Who the heck is that? That's Composer? God, I gotta do that part really fast then. Wait, you lose your checkpoint? What the heck? Is that... Wait, what? What just happened? In 3D world, you can. Ah, what's with that warp block? Where am I? No! No, I gave it to him! I was trying to jump on his head. That sucked.
Kids, remember I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. Oh.
Oh. I don't even remember how I died. Hopefully I don't do whatever again. Dude, it's still laggy, even on this low-res mode now, I've noticed. Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Cool.
Don't do that again.
Groovy.
Am I a speedrunner in retro? No. Are you? It's alright, it's frustratingly trolly just like the last one. Zero checkpoints just like the last one. But the difficulty is way more balanced in my opinion.
Ah, much better. Who wants some? That's the kind of tail I don't need.
Oh yeah, first try. Getting the med pack. That sucked. It dealt so much damage, man. I don't want to risk it.
Ah, much better.
Seeing a remaster of this, it could be good. Oh. Some sort of secret.
You've got to do better than that.
Yeah, the frame rate's rough. Hello, physics. Hello, Milo and Salty Humdinger.
dumbasses. I ain't got time to bleed.
Hello? God, I thought he was going to get me.
Die like the rest.
Ah, I see, okay. So that's just like a guaranteed one-hit kill. I have to do something different.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt come winter.
That's the second time I've died that way, so... Yeah, the dizzy effect it does. Yeah, we started on the high res mode. It was really laggy.
Groovy. Who wants some? Does it hurt? You're looking a little green.
What a hero!
Jesse Piano, thank you for the 32-month resub with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. I do not eat eggs, no. Do you? Secret area, Pog. Don't know why you asked that either. I haven't seen a shark.
That's better. Kids, remember I'm a professional. Don't try this at home.
Whoa.
Damn, I'm good. Blow it out your ass.
Okay, this is sealed off, so it's gotta be down there then.
You gotta do better than that.
No health, man. Health, please. No, I've never played Duke Nukem on the PC. Wow, you can fully heal? Yeah, that's kind of OP.
Help! We're under heavy alien attack! Duke, if you can hear this!
If I can hear this, what? They didn't finish.
Come on, bleed for me.
Old Man Dixon, thank you for the 23-month resub with Prime Gaming.
Sorry, did I break your concentration?
I appreciate it. The heck?
Oh.
How's it going? It's going alright.
Piece of cake. I always wanted a pair of snakeskin.
Oh, I hate spawning enemies behind the player. Come on.
Groovy. Oh boy, it's clobbering time.
Dude, no. I fell. I'll fall again. It's a babe.
Save me, please!
Time flies when I'm having fun.
You had marching band for 0 hour? What?
Oh, does it hurt?
The snipers deal so much damage, man. Oh, I think I have to detonate it. How do you... Oh. Secret area.
Touch me again, and I'll kill you.
Oh, save me, please. Oh, yes.
It's a really big secret area.
I'll thank you later, big guy.
Who wants some?
I don't know what I picked up, but it sounds strong.
I'm gonna get me on your asses.
Hello, Mander Meat. Alright, I feel like we're making decent progress through this one.
Well, somebody had a party and I wasn't invited.
Ow.
Oh boy, it's clobbering time.
Save me, please.
Dude, fire hydrants are OP.
Hurry, Duke! They're knocking at the front door!
Whoa, what? Whoa. Ow.
Groovy.
I'm here till the end of August. I will come home. Oh, a ladder. But Delta and I will come to the US till like the middle of September. She's gonna come back here, and I'm going to stay and attend TwitchCon in October. And then I don't know after that. How do you make a pipe? Is there a button to make the pipe bomb blow up, or it's just...
Oh, save me, please.
No, she's never been to the US. Nice. Fox in the Skull, thank you for the sad violin.
The other dead meat.
Oh, Duke, I knew you'd come.
Take her to a baseball game? Probably not. Something American? I'm gonna take her to Taco Bell.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses. Game over.
Oh, come on! Take her to Walmart. Order things from Amazon.
What a mess. Futures.
Golden Corral. Yeah, that's pretty American.
Touch me again, I'll kill you.
Trying. Duke's in trouble.
Game over.
Darmpa 721. You can't see it. Why not? What is going on? What is the issue? Whatever, I'll roll again. You didn't get it, but... Nope. Because water is delicious.
What a hero!
Perfect for home defense. I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
Good thing this controller has turbo, because you have to mash the button to do this.
Hurry, Duke! They're knocking at the front door!
Hurry, Duke. Help me, Duke Nukem. You're my only hope.
Damn, I'm good. See you in hell.
God, flashing lights.
Has damaged the doors, and they're jammed. There's a side door in the temporal labs on level 2. We sealed off that hole. You'll need to access the controls in medical.
Won't budge. Oh, it's stuck.
So laggy.
I'm gonna get medieval on your asses.
I went through it. Oh my god. I need a gas mask.
Does it hurt?
Dude, and this is on low res mode. It can become much laggier. Oh my god, why? Come on, dude. That's so stupid. I did literally nothing wrong.
It's clobbering time.
Three silly potatoes, I am frustrated.
Hurry, Duke! They're knocking at the front door!
Oh boy, it's clobbering time. Next.
What just happened? Alright. I think, I am going to stop here. I doubt I'm going to be able to finish this mission anytime soon. It's a little early, but,